Are you protecting your phone's charge but leaving your own to chance? Most people are more protective, more conscious and self aware of making sure that their battery doesn't run flat on their devices than they are their own. And hence they end up leaving their own energy levels to chance, overlook it, neglect it, and then wonder why they reach points where they're either running on empty or feeling burnt out. But the reality is, our energy levels support and maintain and fuel everything else. It either helps drive us towards what we want, keeps us stuck, or moves us away from it. If the tank is empty, then you haven't got the momentum and the charge to kind of keep going in the direction that's going to help you to achieve the results, the outcome that you want. So we're going to look at today some ways of how you can maintain, protect, and boost your energy levels. And if you think of it like your phone, sometimes you just need to give it a quick boost. Sometimes you need to give it a full charge. And the mindset is exactly the same, which is why it's a fundamental pillar in my Sort Your Head Shite Out program. We've looked at self, we've looked at habits, identity, thoughts, and the final piece, but not the least important. If anything, it's probably one of the most important that kind of keeps all the others going together. If any of them are out of sync, then it's going to have a knock-on effect. But the energy supports, drives, and runs through everything else. And that's what we're going to look at today. If you've missed any of the other episodes, if you've missed any of the other pillars in the S.H.I.T.E Framework, then I'll leave the links below or go back and look at past episodes and see that if you're leaving your mindset to chance, if you're not quite achieving the things that you want, maybe it's time for you to sort your own internal head shite out to help you to push forward. So today, let's look at energy. As I said, it's often the bit that gets overlooked or neglected. It's so vitally important. It affects how you show up, how you think, how you feel, that kind of drive, motivation, momentum. And if you're running on empty, everything is so much harder than it needs to be. So let's look at some of the hidden energy kind of drains, if you like. And if you think of your internal battery like that of your phone, if you've got too many apps running, if you're using it, if you've left something open, then it's going to drain. So first of all, it's the emotional drains, the outdated beliefs, the people pleasing, the perfectionism, the procrastination, the feeling of not being enough. All of that is draining you emotionally, which is like I say, it's like a leak. Everything is either radiating or draining our energy. So think of that. Everything's either giving you a boost, giving you a charge, or it's draining you. So when you're aware of some of those potential hidden leaks, then you can start to plug them, restore them, and replenish them. The other one is environmental. A messy environment, where we spend our time, can create that mental impact. So if our environment isn't clear, isn't conducive to what we want, isn't kind of energizing us, and if we're spending too much time in that kind of environment or environments, then that can be draining us as well. And then just kind of that overall mental kind of overload. If we're overthinking, if we've got a lot on our mind, if we're juggling lots of things, it's like the computer having too many tabs open. Eventually, you're going to get to the point where it gets a bit clunky. It takes a while for certain things to load up, or everything just slows down. So, are you keeping too many tabs open in your head? And then the other one is decision fatigue. If you're overthinking, if you're kind of making lots of micro decisions on a daily basis, then that's going to be draining your energy levels as well. And the other one that again is often overlooked, and that is kind of recovery. We ignore recovery. We're too busy being busy that we don't kind of give priority and importance to our recovery. And like I said, if you kept using your phone, your car, your computer without charging it, you won't be surprised that the battery runs flat and it doesn't want to operate. If you think of your own internal energy in the same way, then you can optimize it by taking appropriate time to give yourself permission to charge. You've heard the sayings, I'm sure, of things like you can't pour from an empty cup. You know, if you haven't got anything inside, then you can't give, you can't do, you can't serve, you can't help people in the most effective way that you could if you kept yourself topped up and charged. And it comes back again when you fly in the airplane, they say put your own oxygen mask on first. It's not about being selfish, about prioritizing. If you don't optimize your own energy, then you're not going to be able to do the things and be the person for others that you would like to be. You're not going to be able to lead and show up in the way that you can best. So have a look at that. Have a look through those 5 kind of energy drains and see if there's any that you could plug, that you could let go of, that you can alter, that you could tweak, that you can change. And there's a technique that's really effective for doing that, which I call the align energy audit. And that's about looking at 3 things in your life today, this week, or overall in life that are draining your energy. Make a note of them. Make a note of them. And then look at 3 things that are boosting, that are radiating, that are uplifting your energy. And then choose 1 thing that you can change, you can update in the next 7 days. No one's, you might be able to do these quicker, but no one's saying you have to do it immediately. But if you look at 3 things that are causing your energy to be drained, 3 things that are optimizing, uplifting, and radiating, and then look at 1 thing that you can change in the next 7 days. And if you ask yourself, if you do that on a regular basis, then that just helps keep you aware of what's going on and allows you to keep your energy aligned for what it is that you want to be doing, thinking, achieving in your life. And then another question or another strategy that you can do is ask yourself on a regular basis, have a check-in, and is your energy level currently being drained? Is it maintaining, or is it charging? And again, ask yourself that question. It just gives you that self-check-in to keep yourself on the right track. You're only human, so there will be days and times and seasons of your life where your energy is more optimized than others. But if you've got that awareness to keep yourself in check, then that's the best that you can do to help yourself. So there's a couple of things to kind of help you to be aware and optimize your energy levels. Another thing you can do that I kind of take my clients through is kind of golden time, and that's about looking to actually create space or take time in your day, in your week, to put in that golden time, that charge time, that optimized time, whether that be meditating, going for a walk, going to the gym, catching up with friends, just whatever helps you to charge your battery. And that's probably another good thing to do, actually, and that's to have a little think. You don't have to do it in one sitting, or you could make yourself a cuppa and take some quiet time to think about, what are some of the things that you like doing that help to charge your battery. Is it listening to uplifting music? Is it having a nice soak in the bath or a shower? Say going for a walk in nature? The wider, greater variety of things that you have available to yourself, the more chance you have of keeping it topped up, which then means you're being proactive with your energy levels. But also, if you're very aware, then it means if you ever reach a point where you've been working too hard, life's demands has taken its toll on your energy, it's going to be much, much easier, much more effective for you to be able to put some recovery in place to help yourself. And like I say, I've often compared this to physical fitness. Professional athletes train, they perform, and then they do their recovery. And why should we be any different? Or if we at least borrowed from that approach, then that can help us. So what can you do to train yourself to optimize your energy levels? How can you optimize that when you're performing? And then when the time is right, what can you do as part of your recovery to replenish, to nourish, to nurture your energy levels from the inside out? So there's a few things to get you started, to look at, to optimize, to help yourself with the important fundamental piece, which is your energy levels. And if you are ready to build your energy, confidence, clarity, then drop me a message or leave a comment with the word sort, and I can let you know all the details for my Sort Your Head Shite Out program, where we go into all of the five key areas and help you to sort your internal shite out so that you can do and be and achieve all the things that you want in your life. Any questions? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know one thing you're going to take away from this episode and what you're looking forward to changing and taking action on in your life. And let me know what a positive difference it makes for you. Take care, and I'll see you next time.